What's good, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. Today we'll look at a couple of plugins from the guys at Baby Audio. They got some very interesting plugins that I've been wanting to check out. They sent me over a couple copies, check them out, and these might be some really dope lo-fi plugins. Y'all know how much I love lo-fi plugins. I think they're just the best out there. So yeah, they got a few little lo-fi plugins that I want to check out, give a review, and let you guys know what I think about them, because I think they're pretty decent, and for the price they sound really good, and it might be something you guys are interested in. But before we continue, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Come on, join the channel, guys. I mean, 80% of you guys are not subscribed. Hopefully today will be the day you go like, you know what, this guy made some good material, some good videos. I'm gonna subscribe to the channel so I don't miss out on some stuff. So yeah, this might be the day. Hope it is. Let's jump right to it. So like I said, today we're gonna be looking at a few plugins from the guys at Baby Audio. They have a few plugins. They have 3 plugins in particular that, you know, been circling around with. I'm gonna be looking at the Super VHS and the Comback Kid. They also sent me the iHeart New York. That's more of a parallel compression, New York style compression type of plugin. I'm not really interested in that. I'm more interested in the 2 lo-fi plugins, the Super VHS and the Comback Kid. So that's what I'm gonna be checking out. So here we are inside of FL Studio. As always, I got Super VHS pulled right here, but I'm gonna play this little beat real quick so you kind of hear the beat, and I'm gonna break down these plugins and, like, you know, kind of look at them and tell you guys what I think about it. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we go, just a little lo-fi beat I was playing around with. So there you go, you just get a little feel of the plugins and what the sound overall. So let's go ahead and solo these and go ahead and check them out. So first off, we're gonna look at the Super VHS plugin by the guys at Baby Audio. Now I have it on this little piano. I'll mute the RC20 so you can just hear the VHS. So let's go ahead and turn it off, and then let's go ahead and play it. So this is the original sound with no VHS on it. So your standard kind of piano sound, you know, nice little concert piano type thing, kind of cool. So let's go ahead and add the Super VHS and see how it transforms the sound. All right, so there you go. You see, it really does bring the sound to life, which is really dope. So it's basically a super simple plugin. All you gotta do to turn it on is to hit this magic button that basically engages it, from what I've learned. And it has 3 parameters and then 2 sliders you can control. Now the heat is, of course, gonna be your distortion, but I'm gonna make sure I solo minus everything. So first off is the heat. Heat is basically distortion. That's all it is. So if I crank that up, distortion, easy as that. Some nice little VHS distortion sound, pretty simple. I don't use that too much. I wouldn't personally use that too much on sounds, maybe on drums like that, or drum buses or drum loops. That could be an interesting sound. The wash is where you really start getting that VHS sound. You start cranking that up and you can start hearing that, oh, it started getting more degraded, and you can really hear the kind of the wobble and all that kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and play with some, turn the wash up on it. It's like, it's kind of like a reverb, like a little bit of a reverb as well. So it's kind of, you know, making it bigger, you know, making it spread out a little bit more, giving a little bit of stereo width. Drift is going to be, I'm guessing drift is like, I guess, wobble or warble, or kind of like off sync or something like that. I can't really tell what it is, but you can really hear what it's doing. It's just adding a little bit of drift to the sound. So, you know, just crank it up and you can really hear what it does. You get that kind of VHS wobble. It's like that kind of, you know, that wobble that VHS has, which is really good. It sounds really good, and I really do like it. Static is, of course, going to be like some noise, some static from some VHS static, not your usual hiss or hum or stuff like that, but it's basically, you know, VHS static. which is, you know, pretty good. I mean, it does sound good. It's got a different feels to it, so, you know, you gotta really mess around with it. And the shape is, I think that actually plays well with the static itself. And then of course you got a little mix fader up here in the output, so you kind of bring it down. And you got your mix knob, so like all the way down is 0%, all the way up is 100. So I mean, you can get some really good effects with this. I'm just gonna Now, of course, I wouldn't go too far with it, 'cause I like to be conservative with my lo-fi plugins. But yeah, that's really dope. I mean, it's a really simple effect. I mean, if you turn everything all the way up, of course, you get a really good sound. But I say, even with the few parameters, you get a really good sound. Like I say, it's not your typical tape or vinyl sound. Like I say, it's got a VHS sound. You know, if you listen to old cassette VHS and all that kind of stuff, and that old kind of aesthetic back in the 80s and stuff like that, you can really kind of hear that sound. This really emulates that 80s sound. I love the 80s vibe. I'm a big 80s vibe person, so yeah, that's what I like about it. So yeah, VHS, Super VHS, really, really dope for those type of sounds. Now, the next plugin I want to look at is called the Comback Kid. Now, the Comback Kid is a VHS style of delay. So it's basically a delay plugin, a very simple delay, but very powerful at that. So let me go ahead and make sure I turn off all this stuff. I'm gonna leave the Super VHS on because I have this sound right here, which is my chipset MD with Super VHS. Got like a simple ARP going on right there, but I'm gonna turn on the Comback Kid as well and kind of play around with it, show you what it does. So this is what it sounds like with the Comback Kid, and then without it. So just without it. So pretty simple, you know, easy to go about that. Then you turn on the Comback Kid. Now we got. Just your standard type of delay size. Let's go over some of the parameters and what it can do and what I like about it. So first off, it's pretty simple. Like the middle part is obviously going to be the delay. You can set it to straight, which basically just follows the tempo. You got dotted, you got triplets, and you got free, which, you know, allows you to get in anywhere in between. You have a ping pong mode, which you turn on and off, you know, depending on what you want to do. I love ping pong, but I had it off on this. You got your time division, so you can actually select your time divisions. Pretty simple. And then your feedback, of course, is how much your delay tail is going to be. Simple when it comes to the actual delay part. Very simple. Next, you got 4 outer parameters, which allow you to pretty much custom tailor the sound to make it a little bit better. So you got the shaper, which basically just got some different type of shaping effects. It looks like it'd be a low cut, high cut, and then it has a attack sustain. So basically it's a transient shaper built into it, so that's pretty interesting. I didn't really mess with it, but it's good to have something like that built in. For some people, you might like that, depending on, you got like a more plucky percussive sound, you know, like for this kind of sound I didn't really mess with, but knowing that it has the in there is very dope. Then you have the stereo function, which pretty much allows you to get more stereo. So you can turn it from a mono delay to a stereo delay. So, you know, you can turn it on stereo or turn it to mono right here. You can make it wider. So you know, play your sound. But, you know, you see I'm making it wider, you make it richer. And you can mess with the panning as well. You know, you pan it hard left, hard right. And like I said, if you want to, you can switch it on to mono if you want to have a mono delay. But why would you want a mono delay? I mean, stereo delay is the way to go, right? But I mean, there might be some use cases where a mono delay is a lot better. Next, you have the flavor. Now, this is when you start adding in some of that characteristics of tape and stuff like that. So you have a cheap button, which basically makes it a cheaper sounding, or, you know, kind of like a lo-fi delay at that point. You have a tape function, you have a swirl, and a sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and bring all these up, and I'm going to mess around with these. These just give different flavors to the delay tails or the delay lines. So let's go ahead and play around with it. So you can get some really good combinations of the things going in there. You know, you kind of much tailor it to your sound. You get more of a tape sounding delay, or you get more of a VHS lo-fi sound delay. So it just depends on what you're going for. That's all up to you and playing with the parameters. And then last but not least is the output. It has a density, a ducker, which is basically a sidechain compression for it, which is dope, is built in there. Dry out, dry in the wet out. So basically, you know, your dry mix knob. And that's pretty much it on that. Like I said, the ducker is probably my favorite part, meaning that the delay will only happen after the threshold you kick. So basically, it clamps down when the sound's playing. When the note's not playing, it lets up so the delay can go through. So I'll play this so you kind of hear what that is. So that's a great way to do sidechain delay right there, built into the effect. So I like that a lot. I think that's like one of my favorite parts about this plugin is the fact that it has the sidechain delay effect built into it. Like I said, overall for a delay plugin, it's really good. It's very affordable. It's a really good delay plugin, especially if you're going for not like a very clean delay sound. Maybe you want to go for a little bit of a, you know, lo-fi type of delay sound. It's really dope. And then I got a bunch of, you know, presets for both of them, which is great. Like I said, the Super VHS, really do like plugin. It's a very quick VHS sounding plugins. I don't see too many VHS plugins out there. I see a lot of, you know, lo-fi tape emulations, cassette emulations, but not a lot of VHS emulations. Now, I say I like the VHS effect. Hell, I use the VHS effect in some of my videos, as you guys see when I, you know, play my beats and all that. So, you know, the 80s, the VHS, I love that sound. The Comback Kid, great delay for the price. I think it's really good. A very good third-party delay if you're looking for something that's affordable but got some character to it and it's not like really clean. And then the Super VHS is another good one. Like I said, they're all actually very affordable as well. They're all about $40, which is good. You get them for a bundle with the iHeart New York for about $100, which is pretty good. And I also got a lo-fi bundle at Plugin Boutique. I'll make sure I leave a link for all these plugins down below. You can check them out yourself. Like I said, just some plugins I've had that I've been messing around with that I haven't did a review on, and I see a lot of people ask me about and say I haven't tried them out. So yeah, I'll just say I do like them. You know, it's up to you. Are they worth your money? And also I think they go and sell a lot too, so you know, just keep your eye open for that, and you might catch them on sale on Plugin Boutique. Links in the description below for that. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Like always, y'all know who it is, your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, not motivated by the money, but the like, comments, and views. And with that being said, let me know what you guys think about these plugins. Are these plugins that you already have? You've been looking into? Have you tried them out? Have you just passed on them? I want to know in the description below what you think about things, and also let me know of other stuff out there, especially other VHS emulations if you come across any, because I would like to check them out and review them on this channel. So that's it. Catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody. Yeet.